This time on Highway Thru Hell. A wreck near a rail line.
We're gonna get the hell out of here.
Becomes a painful recovery.
Ow!
Then, an epic span.
Okay, we're good to go.
Stretches.
Whoa.
Al and Gord.
Good.
And
I got a flat tire.
a rough ride for a new recruit.
It's definitely not a good time.
Looking at some black ice under there. Yeah, she's pretty nasty.
At the base of the Cascade Mountains, west of Hope, BC.
Yeah, that freezing rain now.
A sudden plunge in temperature
Oh, frick, it's like a skating rink.
has glazed Highway 1.
I think a car slid right over the edge.
They've got a police call westbound. Sounds like a pickup and a trailer, something over the bank.
Jamie Davis responds to the urgent call in his newly restored Holmes 850 Mighty Mo.
This is a perfect time for me to get Mighty Mo out and put it through its paces.
Oh yeah, there it is. CN rails here.
I had to call Jamie Davis for a vehicle that went into the ditch, a very big ditch. Low male occupant in the vehicle ended up having minor injuries.
The driver was towing a trailer when he crossed the highway. Landing in a deep ditch, 20 feet from a train track.
Where is the car? Right there, isn't it?
The car and trailer are way down the bank, and it's very, very close to the train tracks.
Do they know we're here, the train?
Talk to the trains, and then I'll let them all know that you guys are working here.
The wreck needs to be cleared before the next train arrives.
Don't want to spook a train crew.
Okay. They're worried that we're gonna interfere with the train, which is a big worry.
With the trailer involved here and the angle, this is a really difficult job. This embankment is very steep. Got blackberry bushes and thick brush.
God, there's so much little branches.
We've got to get this thing wrapped up and on the way.
This is a problem.
Train 105.
Yeah, go ahead, the 105 answer. Maintain reduced speed until bank cleared. Over.
We're gonna get the hell out of here.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option.
Did somebody have an accident up there or what?
On Highway 1 west of Hope,
Unbelievable. Have to be way under here.
Jamie's down a steep bank, trying to remove a wreck near a rail line.
Every time you hold up a train, it's very expensive.
That's what I need to hook up to right there. Okay. I could barely get my hands in here. There's so many bramble bushes. Okay.
Jamie's brought in a flat deck and an operator who hasn't worked for him in years, Rob Mitchell.
Thanks, Rob.
Yep. Teamwork.
We've asked Rob to come back to work for us. He's doing a heck of a job.
So once I get tight, Rob, you be my eyes, because I'm gonna be up top. Okay.
Jamie will operate his mechanical wrecker from high up on its deck.
When you're operating Mighty Mo, it has platform controls on the top with big handles. It's a physical workout.
Yeah. Front end stuck.
Okay.
The SUV and trailer are entangled in the bush,
I'm gonna put the boom to the side then.
so Jamie will test one of Mighty Mo's biggest weapons. Its split boom. Modern rotators are able to swing their booms to the side, to lift and rotate during a recovery.
Just like a rotator, you can split those booms and run the line off to the side. Very similar to what a rotator would do, it's just old school rotator.
Well, you're really pulling hard now.
It's on all four now, and it's pulling the trailer too.
The Mo's split boom muscles the wreck up the bank.
Okay, Rob, pull some winch line down.
Jamie needs another line.
Thanks, buddy.
But as he climbs back to the controls,
I slipped right down. My hand actually bent up. It just hurt so much, I couldn't barely hold the controls. It kicked the hell out of me.
fighting through the pain, Jamie needs to finish the job.
Is it on your deck? Unhook me.
The SUV is on Rob's flat deck, but the trailer is still in the ditch. That means another trip down the bank.
Ouch. Trickle bushes.
This job, physically, mentally, all over, it's a tough business.
Finally, the last piece of the wreck
Okay, undo the chain.
is up and away from the tracks.
Don't you love recovery, Rob?
No.
We get her done.
You keep me on for another week?
Hey?
Am I on for another couple weeks? You're not gonna fire me? No?
No, is it the other way around?
Here comes the train now.
Next thing you know, the train's coming along. Wow.
It's always a lot of fun for me, but I got a few bruises over that one, I'll tell you that.
Rob hauls away the wreck, while Jamie takes comfort in Mighty Mo.
It's old school, heavy duty, mechanical. It's working out.
These are beautiful.
Near the base of the Coke, northeast of Hope,
What's going on there? Acquiring, working his magic.
Every day is game day for me.
Al Quiring heads to an unusual job below the snow line.
Game changes constantly, so you have to stay on top of the game.
It's a job that requires 2 heavy wreckers and Al's right-hand man,
Roger that. On the way.
Gord Boyd.
I've been waiting for this for months.
From the mid-1980s, when the Coke was first built, Quiring Towing has worked with contractors.
We've got a good history with that section of highway. Pretty happy that we were contacted. It's pretty cool.
But today, Al and Gord aren't working on the highway.
Dentistry. We call this like pulling teeth.
They're working beside it, over the Coquihalla River.
This is the first time I've ever pulled a bridge across a river. This is about to get real.
Today's the day. It'll be a wrestling match. Bridge at that end. Tow truck at this one.
2 block.
Al and Gord are about to take the plunge on a massive pull, winching a 65-ton bridge across the Coquihalla River.
A simple tow, it only lasts for an hour or 2 hours. This particular job is going to last 100 years.
Now, my stupid question is, why are they putting a bridge here when they got one right down there?
That bridge is kaput.
Oh, it looks like a Bailey bridge, doesn't it?
Yeah.
700 feet upstream. The old Bailey Bridge was installed 80 years ago.
It's like a World War II snap-together bridge that is a modular piece as it shows up in multitudes of trucks, and then you have an army of men that put all these pins together and it inches its way across the river.
But decades of logging traffic has worn the bridge down.
When you drive on it, it goes down and then it comes back up. You can hear all kinds of creaking and groaning going on.
I can see the need for a new bridge, a real bridge.
We can drive past here for a lot of years and look at this and think,
Yeah, we put that there.
Getting the new bridge into place is a Herculean task. The two quarrying wreckers will work side by side and in sync with a pair of excavators on the opposite bank.
We're gonna hook onto this span and we're gonna winch it across this river and set it onto its footing. That's plan A.
that's a pretty big step there, right?
Yeah.
And it's so far out. When we're pulling, it probably won't have the boom out much further than what we got.
Yeah.
It's a big day for project manager Ted Holtby.
I gotta get my gloves on and give Gord a hand here.
Okay.
Ted's brought in a pair of excavators to help with the river crossing.
Throw one block in there for now.
Al and Gord have a beefy rigging plan to get the bridge across.
Well, we got a 50,000-pound winch with 2 snatch blocks in the line. We're going to be able to pull probably 150,000 pounds each truck.
We have a plan to bring it across. First, we got to get it rigged. Somebody's going in the water, and it's not me.
Gordy likes to stand on high ground.
You snagged me a trout while you're in there. I'm not sure what kind of fishing we're doing, but we're using Al for bait.
I got a hole in my boot.
I'm up to my waist in freezing water, wondering what the heck I'm doing there because I can't swim so good. We were able to do the job. I didn't wimp out.
4 lines from Al and Gord's trucks must hold up against the 65-ton pull.
Several hundred feet of 3/4-inch cable and some heavy snatch blocks. You got to make sure that you do it right the first time. We've got to be on our A game.
30,000 pounds on each side. I don't want to bend booms.
In hope,
I'm just going up to the Coke. I'm seeing if there's any wrecks or accidents or broken down vehicles. Anything really that's in need of help.
reports of winter driving conditions up top have Brandon heading up the mountain highway. Up past the summit, Brandon comes across an accident.
Just hit a little bit of slush, right? And what's underneath it?
And a concerned dog owner.
When we stopped, the dogs both hit all my blankets. I picked up the bigger dog and the little one went.
The dog was completely traumatized. He's shaking in the seat.
I can't leave our dogs in the car. They're already upset with what everything happened.
No, yeah, no. We'll put them back there. No worries. We'll make it happen.
Thank you. They're gonna let us ride in the truck. Yeah. Aww.
I have a dog myself, and to see someone, you know, upset about their dog, I feel it too. He's a little cuddler, so I like to hang out with him and just, you know, kind of chill out. I like having something that looks forward to coming home to see you. Oh, hello. Oh, it's nice. Do you want to go for a walk? Is the dog okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As a flat deck arrives to tow away the wreck, the dogs are loaded into Brandon's truck for the drive back to Hope.
I like to help people out, so to do something like this is really nice.
At Jamie's yard, a new face shows up for work.
Hey, Mater.
How's it going, Jamie?
Good
to meet you. I'm good.
I was in the shop one day and talking to Colin, saying, you know, we could really use one more heavy-duty driver here. You're just right on time.
Perfect.
And Colin comes up with the name Cam. And you can drive every truck, right?
Yeah.
Me and Cam worked together at a tow company years ago. Definitely gonna ride him, you know, a little bit harder than normal.
You've done flatbed.
Yeah, everything.
Heavy towing, all works.
Yeah.
Cam Nino is an experienced operator from Alberta.
Started building tow trucks first, and then not too long after that, I started driving them, and I was bitten by a tow bug.
Now, I'll show you a truck right away that will get you to run.
Cam has come to the mountains to put his skills to the test.
I've been towing in the city for about 7 years now, so I got a chance to come out here with Colin and Jamie, so I jumped on it.
This is the Python, so you can run this right away.
My ultimate goal here is to get this mountain recovery experience and learn the mountains and be one of the elite.
You're young and healthy, you got a skinny belly on you, so you'll be a hard worker, I'm sure.
All right.
He's done heavy towing, but he wants to do a lot more of the mountain recovery. It's brutal hard work, and it'll, you know, wear out and beat up the best guys around. Welcome aboard.
Right on. Thank you, Jamie.
All right.
We're gonna pull that bridge across this gap, what we're gonna do. In theory, anyways.
Don't be afraid to let your auxiliary line go.
Yes.
Rigged and ready, Al and Gord are about to attempt to winch a bridge across the Coquihalla River.
That should work.
Yeah, we'll just keep the booms in tight. Last thing we need is a big bang.
Technically, we have enough power to do it, but so many things could go wrong on this job.
We'll get her tight, and your guys are gonna walk forward and hold it as long as they can.
They'll do whatever you tell them.
On the opposite bank, two excavators will push the 65-ton bridge as Al and Gord's 50-ton wreckers pull.
Okay, we're good to go.
Are you guys ready over there, Rick?
I think we're ready.
Okay, start her up then.
A 5-ton log has been placed on one end of the bridge to prevent the other end from falling down.
Put counterweight on it, and then move it forward with the tow trucks.
Okay, Gordon, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Once we start the pull, we're committed. Therefore, we have to keep pulling. Worst case scenario is we damage the bridge. This is a very expensive piece of steel we're pulling across here.
We should think about letting her down and starting to raise up here.
Okay, hold, Gord. They're gonna let it down.
We've got guys who know what they're doing. These guys build bridges for a living.
Can they hold it like that and we'll pull a little more?
Okay, we're gonna pull now, Rick. If you can just hold her right there.
I got a lot of faith in these guys.
Okay, Gord, we'll wind her up some more.
But as the bridge inches forward,
Now we're coming to the joint there, so you're gonna have to keep her running.
bolts at the bottom of the beam dig in at the shoreline.
My truck is about 25,000 pounds heavier than Gord's.
Can you pull more, Gord?
Gord's lighter wrecker reacts to the added resistance.
Yeah, I got front end in the air.
I can feel the front end of the truck come up. Oh boy, about 4 feet of air.
I don't like to have the front tires off the ground more than maybe a foot. Truck can slam down.
His front end is already in the air. Just to get your guys to wiggle it a little bit.
We're committed. I can't let go of it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I got front end in the air.
Gord's wrecker is nearly maxed out, trying to winch a 65-ton bridge over a river.
Hey, Gord. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I knew I was going to touch into the water, but we just don't want to have it in the water a whole bunch.
Gord's truck and the giant steel beam are unharmed.
There is a lot of weight, but it's an industrial piece of equipment. So he was lucky.
At least the bolts are past there now.
Yeah.
We were hung up on the bolts there for a minute is what the problem was.
That's what I thought, yeah.
But Al and Gord still have to finish the job.
My concern is hanging up on the rocks. That's the tricky part.
Okay, I'd take the log off now, Rick.
To lighten the load, the log that served as the counterweight is set aside.
Okay, now get yourself in position there. You're gonna have to just push it gently.
The excavators will nudge the bridge,
Okay, we'll start pulling her in a bit.
Okay.
while Al and Gord attempt to winch it to the other side.
Wind her up, let's pull.
Don't be afraid to use both your winches there, Gord, for speed.
Let me catch up to you, Al.
Okay, I'll stop, I'll stop.
Now Al and Gord need to guide it onto a steel ramp and slide it up the bank.
We're hoping we can get it airborne enough to get it on the girder.
Yeah, and slide it right up, yeah.
It's not really a bad thing unless it hangs up. If it hangs up, then we got a problem.
Slack your line off, and then we'll back up and get up on the log here.
Sure about that?
Yeah,
Don't like that idea.
we'll be all right.
Okay. Okay, guide me back.
To get maximum leverage, Gord needs to back up uncomfortably close to the river.
Things could so go wrong, but I trust Al and I trust his rigging.
Want me to boom out and get the underlift out of the way?
Might have to boom down a bit too. Just watch the cable on your underlift.
We just got to make sure that things are good, because if those trucks go in the river, obviously we're going to have a problem.
Al's counting on 2 buried logs on the bank.
You could probably boom out a bit now. Keep going.
To stop Gord's wrecker from going in.
Logs are moving.
There is a danger zone, and you don't want to be anywhere near it.
I don't know about this.
Watch up. Go!
Back in hope.
So off we go. City boys going out into the country.
New operator Cam rolls out with Jamie's cousin Paris on his first mountain recovery.
The call we get is for a 5-ton that's in the middle of nowhere. So he's gonna really have to think on his feet. That's what this job is.
Colin and Jamie gave me a shot. I appreciate it 100%, and I just hope I don't let the guys down.
Cam's behind the wheel of the Python, a prized classic in Jamie's fleet.
It's one of my favorite trucks, and I want it back in one piece.
Got some GPS coordinates. Hopefully they're good.
The stolen truck was dumped in a forest somewhere 120 miles northeast of Hope.
We're in the dirt now.
Paris is along to give Cam a hand and size up the new hire.
Now, I don't think he's used to being in this kind of situation, so we'll just have to see how it pans out.
Active along the road.
Well, there you go. Flag him down.
You know, there's a lot of risks when you go out to the bush. A lot of these roads are uncharted.
Look out for mud puddles. They're deeper than they look.
Yeah, this is my first experience on a logging road with a tow truck.
Yeah, those logging trucks, they own the road, man. You gotta get out of their way.
This is my first off-road job for Jamie. You drive around until you find it, however long it takes. Staying left here?
Yeah, I would say left. It's a bit of a hill climb. We're giving some gas.
The Python's actually the biggest truck we can bring on this job to fit down these logging roads.
These roads are crazy.
But the rough roads put Jamie's record and Cam's reputation at risk.
Oh, I don't like that. Tow trucks are heavy units. They're not made to be bouncing around. Sorry, buddy. If we get out of here in one piece with all our tires,
yeah,
I'll be happy. Come on, truck. I don't want to wreck Jamie's tow truck.
Look to your left. Could be over there building a bridge with climbing. Yeah, that'd be a fun little job there.
On the Coquihalla River,
You could probably boom out a bit, no?
Gord and Al are close to the edge.
Keep going.
I don't know about this.
Trying to muscle a new bridge up the bank.
I was hoping we were gonna have this log buried on both sides. Is it like, go like that?
Buried logs are the only thing anchoring the wreckers to shore.
Watch your outriggers here, Gordon.
Oh, yes. I don't like that. Don't like that at all.
Just starting to move. Footing is everything. You got to be able to plant your feet.
All it takes is a big seam of something underneath and boom, and you're over the bank.
But the steel rails, built to slide the bridge on,
I don't think that girder's gonna do anything for us.
aren't working as planned.
Yeah, okay, he'll come over and get rid of that.
The steel guide was put in there with the theory that bridge would hit it and go up the bank instead of dig into the rocks. I was worried that if it bound up, that girder would get pushed up and right into the back of a wrecker and jammed up into things.
The only option
It's awful damn close right now.
is for Al and Gord to try to lift the 65-ton bridge into its final position.
Most plans don't go exactly according to plan, so we have to be ready to adapt.
Watch your footing again there, Gordon.
Yep.
Don't stand around talking about it. Don't piss and moan about it. Just get it done.
There's a fine tipping line between being balanced and being excessive. got to be cautious.
Okay, watch that plate now. We're gonna have to come up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Come on, truck.
On a remote backcountry road, Cam searches for an abandoned delivery truck. His first recovery for Jamie Davis.
Sending somebody out in the middle of nowhere is a really tough job. Those are your orders. Go carry out your mission.
Cam and Paris have been deep in the woods for almost 2 hours.
All these roads, they're going every which way. At this point, I feel like we're going around in circles. Right now, we're lost.
Are you coming down the outlet?
Hey, driver, are you grabbing logs out of that first cut here? We hear a logger on the radio, so I call back to him and see if he can give us any help.
We're not 100% sure. We're looking for a wreck. We passed that red water tank.
Yeah, that's it. All dead end in there.
Yeah, we're just going off GPS coordinates.
Oh my. There's a lot of cuts out here, buddy. Maybe you should drive in here and see me on the water tank road.
Yeah, okay, copy that.
Okay, so you guys are right here.
In the city where I spent most of my career towing, you know, there's addresses. These roads just go and go and go.
And what you're gonna want to do now is stay on all the grassy roads.
Yes. His phone's got service, which is great, and he sends us in a better direction.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Best of luck, boys. You're gonna need it.
I think you're right on your direction. It seems like we're going the right way now.
Cam and Paris are back on track.
It's getting a little narrow.
Super narrow, man.
But the road is disappearing.
The trees are starting to come in. We got big mirrors hanging out. We can't come back with pieces of the truck, you know, hanging off.
Oh, why don't we fold these in? Right in the center, yeah.
Jamie's prized wrecker is taking a beating.
You're in a big 20-ton truck and driving through goat trails. This road is crazy.
Oh, I bought him all that time. You know what? I got a flat tire. Where? That front. I thought I heard something. Yeah, we're flat.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely flat.
Hours from home, Cam and Paris need a new plan.
Cam's looking at me like, you know, we're screwed.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good time. Last thing I want to do is be stuck out here.
Whoa. Just hold it, Gord, hold it.
Al and Gord are in the last stage of laying a new 65-ton bridge into place.
Just get him to give it a little bump.
Okay, Rick, can you push it forward about a foot?
Now we're at the critical point. We've gotten span across the river, but now we have to set it down exactly where the engineer wants it to be.
Ah, just hold her right there.
The 175-foot span is in its final resting place. But the job isn't over.
It's going to sit exactly square. If you're off even a couple of inches, that throws everything out of whack, and you could possibly have a bridge failure.
We'll just set it down and then we'll pull forward a little bit.
Yep. Okay, let me just pull ahead.
Gord repositions his wrecker to line up perfectly with the bridge base.
You can't move the base, so you got to move the bridge.
We'll go a little more, Ted?
Well, yeah, what we're gonna have to do, he's still on the log, so he's gotta go more.
An excavator on the opposite bank must help inch it along.
Yeah, Rick, we're gonna pick it up again, and then just nudge it ahead if you can, say 6 inches or so.
Yeah, okay. I'll give her a whirl here.
So watch that block.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Okay, let her come ahead. Fiat and that.
That's as far as you can go, Rick. How does that look for you?
It's a good thing it didn't go any further, but I think we're okay. It just took off on me there. It's right flush with the steel plate.
We brought it up and set it exactly where the engineer wanted it.
It worked out good. Worked out really well, actually.
Now we have a bridge where there wasn't one before.
We'll tag it. Well, there's another one done.
Another one done, yeah. Success.
The bridge is another milestone in Quiring Towing's history on the mountain highway.
My family's helped since the conception and construction of that Coquihalla Highway, and you know, a generation later, I'm still helping to carry on the legacy. It's very satisfying.
All right, Ted, we'll leave you to it.
Well, thanks very much, Al.
Yeah, you bet.
No problem at all.
I'll be knocking knees every time I drive over this thing, because I know the guys that put it here, so.
Just don't want to be the first guy across. I'll wait for somebody else to go.
I'd like to be the first one to drive across that bridge when it's finished. Just 'cause. No guts, no glory.
She's all done now. All good to go. Beauty.
On a desolate road, 120 miles from Hope,
We're definitely flat.
Paris and Cam are in trouble.
At this point, I'm getting frustrated. We have nobody out there that's gonna help you. Either you help yourself, or it's gonna be a long walk back for you.
But Jamie's new recruit isn't giving up. The Python has 2 sets of tires on the rear axle called dualies.
What size are these tires?
Giving Cam an idea.
22.5. We're taking off a back tire and putting it on the front tire.
But Paris discovers
I don't think there's a jack in here.
the jack is missing.
But this is why you gotta be everything when you're a tow truck driver. You gotta be able to fix stuff on the fly. Paris, find a tree to hook onto and stand the front end up.
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
It always seems like we're doing a recovery, the front tires come off the ground, so I figure, you know, why I want to work here. Pull our winch lines out and see if we can get it to stand up on the winch lines. Okay, no, good. Hands off the controls. Hey, I'm gonna kill everything right now so we don't waste fuel. We're recovering ourselves, yeah.
I'll take this wheel off.
Yeah.
With the flat tire off, Cam uses the wrecker's underlift to help remove one of the 4 rear wheels.
That tire's off the ground, I know that.
We're gonna switch one back tire with the front tire. It's not the best idea, but it's the idea that's gonna work for us right now.
Okay.
Okay.
We're back on the road here for now.
Well, we persevered. The Python's back on the road.
But the Python must get home with 1 less wheel. And Cam and Paris still have to find what they came for.
We're gonna finish going looking for that 5-ton. So let's hope that it's just around the corner we can get out of here. I don't like to give up. I'll come back with what I'm going out for, you know? That's it?
Looks like the road right there. Try turning a left here.
Now we better walk in here. What kind of shape is it in? Is it towable with a wrecker? Well, we think it's back in here.
After a 5-hour search,
There it is. I couldn't believe it.
There it is.
the stolen truck is discovered deep in the bush.
Wow. It's been here for a while, I'll tell you that. They were doing some four-wheeling to get in here.
Yeah, they were. Look at that bumper.
Stop.
Now, they have to haul it out of the woods.
Oh, yeah, it's starting to get dark. Well, we've been driving around these roads for hours. I want to get the job done.
Now that we found it, we got to put our act together and get it out of here. Running out of light. Hold it!
After an all-day search on a mountain road, Cam and Paris
need to get over, over.
Race to recover a stolen truck.
Hey, stop!
Before sundown.
Oh, we're gonna throw our tow bar down. Get our chains ready. Watch out.
It's also Cam's first time operating the Python wrecker.
It's a lot easier to get your job done in the daylight. Suck onto it, see if we can get out of there. There. Take this. Hook it right to the frame, yeah, just like that, exactly. I want to be the guy that Jamie can count on.
It's a little bit heavy, and we've lost a tire already, so we want to babysit that tire a little bit.
Oh, yeah, she's heavy.
And the Python will have to bring it home, missing one tire.
Here. Okay. You're gonna steer it out.
Sure, that sounds good.
Paris will steer the truck facing backwards as Cam tows it out.
Let me know if you're getting close or hitting anything, all right?
What? We hit a rock or any sharp object on the road and we lose another tire, well, you know, that's kaput for us. Got a general idea which way I gotta turn this thing, kind of ass backwards.
Okay, follow straight behind me. It's gonna get tight here. No matter what it takes, just soldier on. Feels good?
Feels good, buddy. Good job, eh? Right by all those trees, no problem.
After 8 hours in the wilderness,
this is what dreams are made of, bud. Perfect, perfect.
Jamie's newest driver comes out on top.
Let's go, old girl.
Whoops. Whoops. Oh, well. That was an accident.
Cam goes from 0 on the scoreboard to hero. My confidence level in Cam is 150%.
Yeah, pavement.
The recovery to me is a success because these guys come home with the bacon.
Well, we'll have a bit of storytelling time around the fire tonight. Not your average call.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell, a whiteout.
Nobody's coming, I'm here.
Becomes a workout for Colin and Mighty Mo. A cliffside crash
Bad corner.
has Dylan in a tight battle.
Watch it, watch it!
And a deep problem
Unbelievable.
forces Jamie to dig out an old weapon.
Oh, baby.